What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speedrunning SE2. In the last episode, I brought back some absolute Terran speedrunning classics. Now, let's find out what today is in store for us. All right, first game of the day is going to be against a 4.5k Zerg player. It looks like we got Terran again. Guys, how do we always get Terran in this challenge? Maybe it's just an NA server thing. The NA server random is always Terran. Now, normally... Wait, guys. Normally, I would... For some reason, this blue is... It kind of feels good right now. Normally, I would always switch back my color because I have this option on accident. But I'm kind of vibing with this. Maybe I'll keep this on for a game. Or for the whole series. I mean... I feel like if I say something like that, I might accidentally keep it on for like 10 more videos. But you guys will probably call me out in the comments if that's the case. Now, we are playing against a Zerg. What is a really cool cheese that we can do against a Zerg? I actually did have a really cool idea the other day. Oh, wait, actually, guys. Can we do... I think we can do the double... Okay, that's actually a pretty crazy idea, but I'm going to do it. I think we can do the double battlecruiser cheese. Now, why this is crazy... as you can see, I'm not making a barrack. This is a cheese that's going to start with CC first. You're going to think, Mark, you're being really stupid again. How can you finish someone within 6 minutes? Oh, CC first? Well, I hope it's going to work. I don't know yet if it is. I don't remember exactly how this build works. Now, basically, the idea is you go for a CC first. CC first, by the way, pretty legit build against Zerg. It's really weak against, like, maybe like a 12 or like a 1 base Lin, but besides that, it's actually pretty solid against Zerg. You get your eco up fast. You get 4 gases, so you need the gas on the natural. And then you go 2 starports super fast to go for a double battlecruiser. Normally, battlecruiser openings against Zerg, they fall a little bit out of fashion, but they are pretty legit. But you just make 1 starport, you make 1 battlecruiser, and then maybe at some point you add a second and a third, slowly over time. Try to never lose the BC and get infinite value. With this build, you try to teleport in 2 BCs instantly, ideally with Yamato, and overwhelm the queen count. Normally, there's more than enough queens to defend 1 BC. But if there's suddenly 2 BCs, you might be able to make this happen. Now, why this is a funny build to do in this series is because speedrunning SE2, you guys know the rules. Final attack has to commence at 6 minutes. You're not supposed to be mining after 6 minutes. And these 2 battlecruisers, if you get the timing right, they actually hit at 6 minutes. Now, for the sake of the challenge, it's actually fine if I hit at, let's say, 6:20 as well, as long as I stop mining, right? Now, I think I'm going to go for a Reaper to make this look as normal as possible and deny scouting as well. And I will take it from there. We are going up against a hatch first, which is really nice. Don't really want to have to deal with any early Zerglings or anything like that. He's going to be taking a 3rd base now. And we're just going to be going back home. Now, I would definitely want to be making a few Marines. One thing that I don't quite know is when I have to take my gases. Because as you can imagine, 2 starports, fusion core... and 2 battlecruisers. I think that is... I'm pretty sure it's about 950 gas, maybe. Maybe it's like 1k or 900. I think I remember it being 950 gas. So you can imagine how much freaking gas I need to make, and early as well. My factory is going to start up now. I could probably send this Reaper across, but I also don't want to be scouted early. I don't think I saw an Overlord, but I might have just been too busy explaining my build to you guys to notice the Overlord on the mini-map. So, yeah, in either case, I'm not quite sure where it is. Now, let's see if we can maybe deny some creep here. Playing against Soul Dark. That's actually a mix of 2 players. Well, actually, there used to be a pro player called Soul, but he name changed to Spirit, so I guess it's not quite anymore. And Dark is actually 2 different pro players. He's one of the world champions, and it's also, I believe, I want to say a Zerg player from Bolivia. Hope I didn't get the country wrong there. I think it's from Bolivia anyway. Now, I do need to get a 4th gas up as well. Actually, I built it with this one. It's a little bit faster. 4th gas is going to start. 2nd starport should probably be before the fusion core, I think. Oh, wait, I forgot to build Marines. I need Marines to deny the Overlord. Oh, that's actually a pretty big mistake, guys. I really hope my opponent doesn't like Overlord scouting. Actually, there are quite a few Zergs that just don't like scouting with the Overlord at all. Oh, wait. Wait, he's actually seeing me, but he's not going in. That's nice. Maybe he's just content sitting there. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. The Overlord's just sitting on the edge of my base without actually going in. I'll definitely take that. Now it's going to get scared away by my Marine. My Reaper distracted him as well. Zergling speed did finish pretty early. I could see by the wings on those Zerglings that speed is actually done. Now I think I'm going to make 2 more depots actually. And then hopefully I have enough money to actually make this happen. You can tell the gas count is getting pretty crazy already. Wait, actually I can make an armory with this. Normally you make more battlecruisers after the first 2, else your build is kind of wasted. But since I'm only going to be able to make 2 BCs... I could probably use the extra gas to make an armory and actually push with Hellbats as well. Now, how many more SCVs should I build? I am going to have enough supply, which is nice. I don't think I can afford making any more Hellions right now. How long does a BC take? 64 seconds. It does look like we're going to hit before 6 minutes, actually. I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to get Yamato first. Yamato is 100 seconds, which means I think it's going to finish about 6:20, which is all right. And then my 2 BCs will have Yamato and will be able to kill 2 queens. Now, I think, you know, you could say it's a waste of money. I actually think it's crucial. Wait, let me kill the creep tumors with Splash. Oh, no, never mind. That is 5 million Zerglings. I think I'm going to forget about that idea real fast. But since I really have to kill my opponent and not just do some damage, I think Yamato is necessary here. So I can get 2 queens with a lot of queen energy off the field. And then maybe I can actually overpower. So there's a second overlord there. I haven't actually really been scouted at all. He saw that I was playing 1-1-1. All he knows is that I played CC first and that I didn't go for a faster command center. At least that's what he should know. Now, 6 minutes are approaching, so I do have to stop mining soon. I'm gonna have some money left. Oh, he went for a late overlord speed. Okay, that's actually a pretty crazy build. Oh, nice. It's gonna be a lot of Zerglings dead, I think, here. There we go. Coming to the slow zone. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Every single Zergling dies. He does scout my attack, though, and that means we do have to pull the trigger very soon. I have enough money. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I'm gonna get enough money before 6 minutes to start another battle cruiser. Oh, I do need to launch a depot here. There we go. So I have 2 BCs out now. I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport, and I'm gonna pull all the SCVs. There we freaking go, because that is the point of speedrunning. I spent all my money here. Oh, maybe I can actually bait these Zerglings in here. He doesn't seem to have too many units. The queens are spread, but we haven't found the queens yet. I think I really do have to go for it. Let's go. Because he might be making like static defenses like Spores and Spine. Now, I'm not mining at all anymore. I'm just spending the money I have. He did make a lot. Oh my god, look how many freaking SCVs I have. He did make a lot of Spore Crawlers. I do have to be very careful with that. So that Spore is going to go down as well. Wait, I surrounded the queens with... Look at these SCVs. I'm actually going to surround the queens here. This is insane. And I'm going to come in. I'm going to Yamato these. And these SCVs are going to take care of half the queens because they couldn't escape. Now, he does have a bunch of Baelings. Now, obviously, the SCVs here are really not the biggest deal if they die. Now, do I have enough to kill all the Spore Crawlers? This is the scary question. I have a little bit of money for repair. Keep in mind, I'm not going to be dropping any meals. Let's pull those SCVs as well. I don't have money to drop any meals here. Or, I mean, I'm not allowed to drop meals because I don't want to mine anymore. Now, I'm going to get 2 more BCs up. So I'll have 4 battlecruisers. He didn't have a lair. And this is a really funny situation because I have 4 battlecruisers. I can technically kill everything he has, but he can also go ahead and kill my base. Actually, I'm just going to fly everything over already. Okay, this is going to end up being an absolutely absurd speedrunning game. You can already tell that. These are the 4 BCs I'm going to have to do it with, guys. Let me just Yamato both of these Spore Crawlers. There we go. Those spores are going to die pretty fast. He is making a lot of queens here. Let's try to kill those queens as well. He's trying to kill my base now. Now, what I want to know is if there's a Spire. There's no Spire on the way yet. He is just making Spore Crawlers, which I guess is a pretty decent choice. But if I can just pick them off one by one, he might still die to it. Now, the reason I landed my command centers is because I really wanted to scan. Is there Spire here? There's also no Spire here. If he doesn't have a Spire, he's not going to be able to deal with these battlecruisers, actually. Let's see. I have my Yamato, so I'm going to be able to kill that queen off with Transfuse Energy. Let me make sure I get that one as well. One more Yamato for that Spore Crawler. Please kill that one. There was a 1 HP Spore just killing me. Queens are going to fall. Let's kill that Spore out of range. I don't have another Yamato yet, which sucks. Like, these PCs are slowly getting low health. But because they're not together, I can actually pick them off without taking that much damage. He's killing my entire base, but obviously I can't be flying away here. Let me make sure to check with these starports if he actually has another base here. I mean, this would be yet another incredible speedrunning victory if we could. And we have actually done it 8 minutes and 30. I didn't mind at all after 6 minutes. And there we freaking go. I knew this was going to be a crazy tease. As you can see, this is not the kind of strategy you should be using for speedrunning EC2 because it hit so late. He could just run around. I didn't have money to repair our battlecruiser, but we managed to do it. The battlecruiser I wanted to do was a massive success. Let's go for game number 2. All right, we're going to play against Trash Player. That's not very nice. You got to be nicer to yourself to that. Anyway, we got a Grandmaster Protoss called Trash Player. Sure, he's not that trash if he's Grandmaster, right? I would think, at least. Now, I do know that StarCraft players do tend to be very harsh on themselves. Now, we are Zerg, and we're playing on this map. You guys know me. I have a couple strategies that I really like. Actually, I think I want to go for the Spine Rush here. I feel like recently I made a point of the Link Drop being the best build to ever be invented. And I would love to do it again, but I do think I also want to make a Spine Rush happen. Like, let's see if a Spine Rush is still good enough. I do feel like I used the Spine Rush recently, but for some reason, I just can't recall quite in what episode or what game I used it. Or maybe it was just a ladder game I played for fun. I don't even remember, honestly. You guys are like, you played this game for fun? Yeah, actually I do, guys. Now, what I'm going to be trying to do is Spine Rush here. I didn't tell him that I was Zerg, so he might scout me later. That would be the ideal outcome. I'm going to keep this Overlord over here. The one thing that's a little bit scary is because I didn't tell him that I'm Zerg. He might scout later, and he might find this hatchery on his way out. No, I see a probe there. Okay, perfect. Then I'm just going to build it as close as possible without being seen. I'm going to make that over there, and then I'm going to get a gas instantly and the pool. And then this Overlord, normally I send it across on autopilot, but this time I'm going to keep it here so I can see where the probe moves, because I want to send out drones for the spine rush, right? That is very important. Now let's see. I'm going to build a spawning pool. He's still in the main. He must notice that I didn't spend my larva, so he knows this pool and this gas is going to be pretty early, despite me not having a base. Now, it is pretty funny to say early, because if I was really on one base, they would be way earlier. But for now, okay, I think my moment has come. He's now going to check the other base. If he checks this, it's unfortunate, but I think he's going to check the other base. Let's see. Is the probe coming out yet? I haven't seen the probe move, guys. Is he really just going to stay there? Okay, then I'm going to make use of the opportunity. I thought he was going to check this base. Okay, he's coming back. He didn't even check that base. That is very surprising. He checked 1/3, but not the other. Or did he check the corner of the map or something? I feel like that probe was gone for a pretty long time. He also hasn't started attacking this yet, which is good news for me. I do need to be very smart about this. Actually, I need to make a queen first. The reason why I need to make a queen first is because he might have not tried to expand yet, right? So I really need to get creep in as high as possible, or as far as possible, I want to say. So I'm going to get a queen, and I'll make a couple Zerglings. Oh, he does have a wall off. Okay, that's really nice to know. So I'm going to... Oh, he does have a forge. Oh, this is a situation I really don't like, because defending this kind of stuff with a forge is just not really that great. But I'm doing speedrunning SC2, so now I might be forced to headbutt into someone that has cannons, which would be very unfortunate. But I can see a way out of this. I'm going to put my spines down here. I'm actually going to make an extra spine. And then I'll run past when I have the opening. I want to make a drone. Can I have a drone, please? Or a larva, I mean. Okay, there we go. Gonna have one larva. I guess I'll make an Overlord at home. I'll try to kill this one. And then I'm gonna put creep right in the middle here. This Overlord needs to come a little bit closer. And then I can start attacking that cyber core. At least I hope so, from the low ground. I had a few unfortunate games where I just wasn't able to actually hit the building from the low ground. And that was really unfortunate. Yeah, I think 3 spines should be good enough here. Gonna make 3 spines. I managed to make another Overlord here as well. And now we're just gonna be attacking this. He does have a battery, so technically he can... you know, heal the shield battery for a pretty long time, and that's where the extra spine is going to come in handy. Gonna make an extra... actually, I might be able to move this one a little bit back, and then I'll keep the extra spine. Man, it really looks like I should have placed a build there, but I can't. Oh, he's attacking my Overlord. That is actually annoying. Probably should make an extra Overlord just in case. Okay. Yeah, the thing that kind of sucks is that he could see all this time that I was making a lot of spine crawlers. So I can only imagine that he's pretty prepared for this. I'm going to fit another spine in there. Did I make another Overlord or I didn't? I'm not sure, actually. Okay, so that's going to die. Let's see. And now I'm just going to run straight into the main base here. Oh, wait. Guy. Oh, my goodness. He's... Okay. I did not expect to find this. I thought he was going to... All right, yeah, we're just gonna destroy it. Okay, that is so funny. Let me... A Twilight? Okay, my mind is just blown. Let me explain you what I thought was gonna happen. I thought all this time he had a Nexus here. So I thought I was gonna run by, he would have another cannon, and he just activates the battery overcharge, right? Now what happens is, he doesn't have a Nexus here, so he can't overcharge his battery. It has to be in the range of a Nexus. So all those Stalkers die for free. For some reason, he decided to trap his Stalkers outside of his base instead of inside, so I could just kill them with all my Zerglings. And then after that, he made a Twilight instead of a Robo or a Stargate. Robo with an Oracle would kill all of these Zerglings. A Robo with an Immortal. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. You guys know what I mean anyway. An Oracle or an Immortal would defend these units with a battery. But he was super, super greedy and completely not what I expected at all. Spiner's worked perfectly. Let's go for game number 3. Roadrunner, a 5.6k Protoss player. Wait, I thought this guy was a Zerg. I think I very clearly remember playing against this guy as a Zerg. And he even had... Yeah, it was the same portrait. I think I even remember that. Anyway, wait, did I forget to change my color all this time? I think I did, right? Wait, wasn't I blue? Right, I was blue the first game, and then I was probably red this... I don't even remember what happened. Anyway, we're Terran, and we're going to be cheesing a Protoss here. I knew I was going to forget about the colors anyway. Do I like this red? For some reason, I'm kind of vibing with it right now, guys. I guess you just have to live with me not being teal or dark gray or some other cool color for a game. Now, what can we do against the Protoss that is a good enough cheese to actually make this happen in 6 minutes? I kind of want to do something with a Liberator. I don't know why. I just never really get to use Liberators against Protoss in the early game, you know? It used to be one of my favorite units back in, like, 2016 when Liberator of the Void, I wanted to say. Legacy of the Void came out. I used to have so many cool builders with Liberators involved. And nowadays, they're not very popular anymore. Mostly because they're pretty easily countered by, like, a Stalker, for example, right? By people just being a little bit better at the game than they were back then. But I'm going to try to make it happen anyway. Now, is a one-base Liberator push, is that actually a thing? Or am I going to make it up on the spot? I think it's probably more of the second one. I don't really know any Oh, sorry, I probably should have paid attention to the SCV. I could have lost it. I don't even know any non-full proxy Liberator all-ins. Now, at this point, it is a little bit too late to proxy. But maybe it's for the better, because this way I can actually pretend I'm playing normal. Keep in mind, double gas is actually a normal opening in TVT, a standard opening for a macro game. So this way I can kind of pretend that's what I'm doing. Just going to close this off, and then at some point I kill this probe with the Reaper. At least I hope so. I'm going to try to hunt it down, scout everywhere around my base, kill the probe, and then he might just assume that I'm playing a normal, cute double gas opening. Well, in reality, I'm going to be doing an absolutely ridiculous one-base Liberator attack. Now, how many barracks can I afford? I'm not quite sure how many of you guys have been around from the start of StarCraft 2, but in 2011, there was a strategy called the 1-1-1. And if I say that to you now, you're like, Mark, a 1-on-1 is literally a normal opener. Everyone makes one barracks, one factory, and one starport. Right. Well, back then, you had a strategy against Protoss that for like a few months... Oh, no, I let it in. Actually, that's fine. I just need to make sure to cut out of gas here. I don't think you paid attention to it. But back then, it was an opening against Protoss where you just did a one-base all-in on one base with... one base all-in, one base, obviously. Kind of tripping over my words here. With Marines, tanks, and Banshees. And for some reason, back then, it just looked absolutely unstoppable. And I'm gonna try to kind of recapture that kind of magic. Back then, sometimes you would go for a fast one-on-one. Sometimes you would make 2 extra barracks and actually make it a 3-on-1 on one base without add-ons. And I guess I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle. Or maybe I can actually afford a 3rd barracks. It seems kind of crazy to me right now. Can I afford a 3rd barracks? I guess we're just gonna find out. We're gonna be doing an old school 3-1-1 one base all-in, and I guess we're just gonna pray that it works out. I'm gonna be trying to scout his base, get some damage done with these. Maybe if it's like a Stargate, I could reconsider making that Liberator. I do really want to make it though, because it would just be cool to see if I can actually make something like that happen, you know? Maybe not from the start, though. Maybe I should probably make a tank first. I think that unit can come later. My opponent's on one base? Why is he on one base? Oh, no. Guys, I think I was right, and this is probably an off-race player with very good mechanics, because this is not the way you respond against someone playing double gas, okay? This is just very weird. He's playing Robo on one base as well. Yeah, if I were to play a normal double gas build here, I would be so far ahead. Like, it's actually crazy how far ahead I would be. But for now, we might actually run into some trouble, because I still have to attack him on one base, but he's playing freaking 3-gate Robo on one base as well. Now, this is going to be quite the clash of styles. Hopefully it works out in my favor. This could actually end up being a pretty crazy scenario where he tries to attack me, and then my Liberator hits his base, I force him back, and then I follow him with my armor to... Ooh, almost died there, and try to finish the job. Now, I do still have to get to that point. Let's see. Is he moving out with those Stalkers? He is going to move... Okay, this is actually very nice scouting positioning here. There we go. I can see his Stalkers are moving out. Yeah, this might actually be the exact situation that would be awesome. Honestly, if we could win a game like that, that would be freaking awesome. Now, I have one Liberator. I should probably be making tanks instead of more Liberators, I guess. I also forgot to saturate that gas, as you just saw. I only had 2 out of 3 in the gas, and that means I don't really have near enough gas to even afford both. Maybe if I was mining, I would have had a little bit more. I don't think a second Liberator would definitely help, though. Keep in mind, I give this tip a lot of times when I do these attacks against Protoss. 3 tanks is the magic tank count, because that way you can actually damage units under a battery. So maybe 3 tanks and then a Liberator. And he had a Prism there, which means he doesn't have an Immortal. He's going to make a Twilight Council, meaning he's transitioning. Oh, this is going to be such a good Liberator spot. And that's going to distract him enough that I'll be able to walk across, I think. That is the plan here. We do still have 1 minute before I have to pull the SUVs. He might actually be recalling here as well. Maybe I'll send the rest of my units to him. Oh, he's actually just not mining at all right now, guys. This is massive. I mean, I'm also going to stop mining pretty soon, but still. So wait, did he fly that back or bring it back? Wait, this Liberator is actually owning those Stalkers somehow. How is that even possible? Oh, that was a really good save by him, I have to say. Look at this Hellion Scout. That Hellion Scout is actually insane. He brought the Prism back, but he hasn't managed... Oh, wait, I actually killed the Stalker there. He hasn't managed to kill that Liberator for a long time, and he was so distracted. And now my army is already here. I know he doesn't have Blink. I know he doesn't have Charge, because I could see his Twilight Council building there. And I'm just going to be in his base now. Wait, maybe I can siege these. Do you think he realizes? Let's see. Oh, the Prism. See, is he going to try to attack this? I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't even have this base yet. Guys, I think I can just go for this, to be honest. Like, without Blink, he's actually going to try to flank this. That's not going to work out at all. He needs those Stalkers. Wait, did he locked himself in? I can just see it right here on his face. And he needs to micro so much. It's 6 minutes have been reached, so I do have to pull all the boys here. Let's freaking go. But I think this position I have is just insane already. He's not going to be able to warp in any more Stalkers. I don't think he has time to get a Dark Shrine out even. He's going to kill that Liberator. It's actually very unfortunate timing by me. I just unsieged my freaking tank over there. But I just have so many Marines. I'm going to siege in range of his Nexus now. He's going to do his best to try and kill this. Let me target the tanks on the Stalkers, because Stalkers are armored and they will allow me to do extra amounts of damage. And there we go. All the Stalkers are going to fall. And my opponent's 3-gate Robo on 1 base has failed to beat by 1 base all-in. And this game, my strategy looked pretty strong. And obviously, I had a perfect read on what he was doing. I responded correctly. I led the Liberator into the back. Didn't give him time. I scouted everything, and this was perfect. Normally, this strategy definitely doesn't look as strong, but here it is, and that's fantastic. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.